Good morning, heartache. Here we go again. Seemed I met you when my love went away. I tossed and turned and hanging with you. Good morning, heartache. What's new? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good people. Good morning. Y'all, I think it's official that I am now the old lady that can tell what the weather gonna be by the aches and pains in my legs. Hey Tracy, good morning. Good morning, boo. If you're going to work today, Tracy, I hope you have a pleasant day. I hope it be a great one. Okay. Wait a minute. We got company early. We got company. Oh, shoot.
Hey girl.
Lena. Hey,
Girl, I saw
boo.
the title. Okay, so no, I don't look. I am not set up. I need coffee, whatever. But and
You welcome,
I
Tracy.
heard you starting the song. I'm excited about it. Okay, I don't know what happened. I swear, I've been gone for a week. A week. I've had
I know
family
I
stuff.
haven't been seeing you around. Hey, Donna.
I had some family stuff. It's been a good break,
Okay.
whatever. I'm back at, I don't know,
So
girl.
good
But
news
I
with the
saw that,
family. Not
huh?
nothing.
Oh
I said so.
no,
It's
it was
been
good
good news
stuff.
with
It
the
was good
family.
stuff.
Okay.
Huh?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
good
Good.
stuff. Tripping,
Okay.
road tripping, doing stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
no, but yeah, I saw the title. I saw Niagara Falls, and I saw another thing on there that I was interested in finding out about. So I'm gonna be in the chat because I'm too excited for you to handle right now. Right? Like I don't think we're gonna be able to have a conversation. So let me get back there. But what I want you to do is
Mhm.
you know how sometimes when you get on here, you explain stuff for about 10 minutes before you get into the commentary. I
Okay.
just was hoping I was hoping you could just let me know real quick about the title and then you can go to do that. Okay,
I
mwah. It
need
was good
to
to see you.
explain. Okay.
Okay. Bye baby.
Coming up, boo. Hey, tidal wave. Uh, good day. Good day. Let me start by saying thank you, y'all. It's official. I am the old lady that can tell what the weather gonna be by the aches and pains. Okay. When I tell y'all about, I don't know, about 3 o'clock this morning, I'm laying in the bed, I'm tossing and turning because I'm like, damn, why my leg hurting like this? And some said it's gonna rain because that's what happened to you about 2 weeks ago when y'all got some rain. Hot diggity dog. I finally got in a position where my leg wasn't really bothering me. When I woke up, y'all, it was raining. I said, damn it, it's official. I am the old lady that can tell y'all what the weather gonna be. Cause I remember my grandmother being that way. I remember my grandmother talking about, ooh, my legs and like rubbing her legs and stuff. And I can remember us as kids saying, Granny, I'll rub your leg. We would take turns. And you know how kids always want to battle who's gonna do stuff and this, that, and the other thing. And we would be up there rubbing my grandmother's legs. And she would say, baby, it's okay. It's gonna rain. I'ma be okay. But I said, Lord, it's official. It's official. Let me also start by saying thank you to everybody that has been watching my lives. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. You know, I know sometime over here it gets a little crazy. All right. Some people say we a little dysfunctional over here. I like to say we normal. All right. But thank you guys for however you support my channel. I appreciate you. You know, I know it gets crazy sometimes. Sometimes sometime you might be down in my chat, and then before you know it, did she just say, damn it, I said hi to her and I like her. And damn it, now she's sitting up there talking about my favorite goddamn YouTuber. This is some bullshit. How do I erase my comment? I know it get like that sometimes. Hopefully your favorite YouTuber will understand that over here, the video could start one way, the middle could be another way, and the end could be something totally different. It just is what it is over here. We just let it flow. I just come on here and talk about whatever is on my mind. Whatever is going on, whatever I'm thinking about or then heard about. And occasionally, if somebody then came for me, hey, I come back for them and I will cuss their ass the fuck out. Yeah, I will. Those aches and pains are from you running. Oh, look at these white tea streets. Listen, yesterday, tidal wave, I really literally ran amok up in these white tea streets. When I tell y'all, I think I got to go fill up again. I didn't come off of these YouTube streets till about, what was it, about 2 o'clock this morning? But I hung out with some cool ass people. Y'all, I shared panels with some cool ass people, with some people that I ain't think we was going to ever get to the point where we could just be like, what? What? We just up here just having a good time, rocking the fuck out. Are you serious right now? Yeah. Okay, y'all, let me stop because y'all know I'll get, sidetracked. Hey, Tori, what's up? I thought I wrenched up your channel. Is this a different channel? Okay, I'll have to take care of that because, grand rising to you too, boo. So you are something else. I enjoy your shenanigans at times. Thank you, y'all. My charger just jumped out the phone, so because it's not the charger for this phone, and I still did not go and get the correct charger for this phone. But I think I got enough to last me. I'm gonna try not to be here too long. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try not to because sometimes um I say one thing and then we end up into a conversation and stuff just end up going a whole nother way. So I'm sorry if okay, let me reposition that. And this thing keeps sliding. Okay, there's that scarf. Okay. I had to remember to put that scarf because this table that I have it on is like a marble table, and the foam, I guess because it's vibrating from the sound, it be sliding around. So I had to learn to put a scarf or a towel or something down. But anyway, thank you guys. However you guys support my channel, I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Shout out to the fan club. Shout out to the replay gang. Y'all been ganging. I appreciate y'all. However you support my channel, whether you're a good supporter, a bad supporter, or in between, the choice is up to you. I just say thank you. All right. And shout out to those of you who thumbs me up and share me out. If you can go that extra mile for me, I can go that extra little mile for you. I always pray. Now, I always pray for my YouTube family. Now, don't get it twisted. I pray for every last one of y'all. But I say an extra little prayer for those of y'all who thumbs me up and share me out. Because if you can go that extra mile for me, I can go that little extra mile for you. And one thing I ask God to do is work it out in your favor. I don't care what it is that you're going through. Okay. Only you and God know whatever it is that you're going through. So I ask God to please work it out in your favor. Hey, you me. What's up? I ask God to work it out in your favor, as long as it's not against me. All right. Yeah, that part. Shout out to my old subbies. What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all already know y'all the best. But in case you forgot, between the last video I did, let me remind you again that y'all are the best and that I appreciate you. I appreciate you for hanging in there with me. You don't judge me. You just let me be me. And I appreciate that. I really, really do. Shout out to my new subbies. What's up? I'm your host, Jess Krista. My pledge and my promises, I promise to entertain you. And if for some reason you find that you are not being entertained, I'm going to ask that you just tap me on my shoulder, whichever one you choose. we'll add some lighter fluid to that thing and fire it up. Okay. That's what I'll do just for you. Okay. That's all it is. Just let me know. Just be like, Krista, excuse me. I'm not being entertained. Now listen, if you come over here for the entertainment of me just cussing motherfuckers out every day, all day. Now, when we take a break for about 3-4 days, I don't need you talking about, excuse me, when you gonna find somebody else to cuss out? Because I think it's time for you know, because I'm not being done. Don't do me like that, because we don't always come over here cussing and fussing and fighting with people. You know, sometimes we come over here and talk about a nice meatloaf recipe or how to fry some chicken and fish and, you know, some stuff like that. You know, sometimes we talk about, you know, a little sex and stuff like that. You know, sometimes we get down and dirty when we talk about it. We talk about relationships. We give our opinion about it. Hell, we even talk about, you know, being celibate and not giving nobody none and why it's important and why it ain't. Yeah, we talk about all kind of things. We talk about how to wash your ass and what's a good product to use. And that way you could, when the nigga come, you could go it freely. Put one leg on the East Coast and one on the West Coast, you know, and rock out with it, you know. Tell them, say, right here, you know, straight up the middle, nigga, right here, you know, and feel confident that it's going to be okay. Because that's important. That's real important. If you really, really want to have a good time when you having some good sex, you need to make sure everything is fresh. Because when everything is fresh, you talking about giving a nigga what the fuck he want. Shit, when we feel confident, ladies, ain't it? Hey, ODS. Lord, I'll come back once you start the comment. Oh, okay. ODS. Don't leave. Okay, I'm about to start. Y'all know I get sidetracked. Don't do me like that. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Child, hit chocolate and coffee mixed together is so good. Okay. Oh, mix some chocolate. Okay. Thank you, Tidal Wave. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so can we get to the commentary, y'all? I'm sorry. We'll come back. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I just went on to the left. Look at that. I'm sorry. Okay, here I come. Oh God, y'all. I need me a new nephew. If anybody wants to fill out an application for to be Krista's new nephew to replace ODS, I'm looking for a new nephew. This nephew is too difficult. Too difficult. Okay. So on yesterday, y'all know I be over there in Buddy Lee's bushes and stuff like that, hanging out. Y'all know I am one of Buddy Lee's. I am his top fan. There's nobody who fans over Buddy Lee over me. I am his top fan. Okay. If you know somebody out here that's a more of a fan than me, let me know. Let me know. And I want to know who they is. Okay. Because I am his top fan. But anyway, we was over there hanging out, and you know how he give his commentary at first and everything. And, you know, we was watching the videos and hanging out and all of that great stuff. Oh, should I say before that, we were all over at Brenda's last week. Wait a minute. No, this week, one of them days. I think it was Wednesday. Okay. And y'all know the stuff that went down with the Duke Farrells and all of that stuff and all of that and all of that. And then I came out here and told stuff. So, you know, we have fun. We go back and forth and plan and all of that great stuff. So anyway, so now we're over at Buddy Lee's on yesterday. And I went up on his panel and I let him know because, you know, he set it off, you know, that Wednesday at Brenda's. He thought, you know, so I was ready for Fuck Shit Friday. I was ready. I wasn't going up there with the sweet, sexy voice. Nothing like that. I went up there about business. This is all about business. So, y'all, we got on the subject like we do so often over there. we just be talking about like certain situations while we're like just flirting and kind of like playing back and forth with each other. Nothing real serious, okay? Nothing like that. We just be giving scenarios of different things that could happen, would happen, or hell, just talk about it long enough. You never know. You put enough of that out there in the atmosphere, it could come true. Okay. So yesterday was no different. Okay. Went over there. We all up there laughing and talking. ZX came through. ZX, listen, y'all, I did not know. I could not believe that I shared the panel with ZX and it was cool. I thought when he came up there, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, ZX, I'm not even ready. I know what you get ready to say. You got your old ass over here flirting around with these young, but it wasn't like that. He came up there to deliver me some news. He came up there, hey, pretty black TV, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. He came up there. Uh-oh. Sorry, Tracy. He came up there to let me know that Gina had took my crown and he wanted to know how did I feel about that. I was like, Gina took my crown? He was like, yeah, for, one of the freakiest old ladies out here, doing the, 50 plus. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. I got to get my crown back. Fuck that. Okay. So then Gina came up there and did, him and her end up, I don't know that. It did a twist. And it was, before I know it, they was throwing chairs at each other and glasses and stuff. And next thing I know, ZX had left and she had left. But anyway, we kept talking. Let's read the title. That's cool. You and Buddy Lee are meeting up. Well, let's talk about that, Dory. That's what we're getting ready to talk about, Dory. I'm telling you how this all happened, how this all came about. Okay. So we were still up there laughing and talking and chuckling it up and all of that great stuff. And so we had got on the subject. I don't even know how. It was another one of them scenario things that Buddy Lee and I often do. And we had got on the thing about him coming to meet me and what would be done or how the vacation would be. Okay. And so that's when I began to tell him how I would lay that thing out for him, how I would lay the trip out for him, not my body. It's lay the trip out. And I said, I would pick you up from the airport, and then we would go and get something to drink. And, he was like, get something to drink. I need my weed. I'm like, well, nigga, I ain't really riding around with no weed. I said, then I had to get in touch with my cousin and find out where we got to go pick it up at and all of this, So we were just elaborating, and Buddy Lee is a lot like myself. And when it comes to, let's get this story straight. Let's just have fun. Y'all, it was all in fun. It was all in fun. So then we got on the subject about like where I would tell. I said, have you ever been to Niagara Falls? And he had said, no, he had never been to Niagara Falls. So I was like, well, so when you come, we going to the falls. That's how that happened. So we planned the whole trip as if it was a real trip up on his panel, y'all. Mainly just kidding around. His people know we be kidding around and stuff. Hey, Hypnotic Touch. What's up, girl? What's up, sissy? So we planned this whole trip about if he came to Niagara Falls. Indigo even got in it. She was like, hell, me and my husband, we coming too. We gonna double date. Y'all all right with us double dating? Okay. So we gonna double date. We got to talking about the New York side, the USA side is what they call it, versus the Canada side. And I told them they trying to do better over here in the USA, but they was saying, no, go to the Canada. I don't fuck with Canada. Okay. Canada tried to keep me. They tried to keep me over in that motherfucker. They told me I was Dominican and they were going to keep me. So once they released me, and that was back in the early 90s, I told them, you ain't never, ever got to worry about me coming back. And when I tell you, I ain't been back, I haven't been back. Now, riding down one of our expressways, there's like a little split. When I tell y'all it's a little split, it's a little split. You can keep to the right and you'd be in Canada, or you can stay to the left and stay in the United States of America. When I get to that part of our expressway, which I pass often, I already know how to keep my goddamn vehicle to the left. There's no reason for me to go to the right. I ain't lost a damn thing in Canada. One time I was riding down the damn expressway and forgot. And I was just going straight. And when you're going down that way, it'll lead you closer. If you just keep straight, it'll lead you closer to Canada than it will to the USA side. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I got to that goddamn split, I set my fat ass right there into the other traffic went by. Because I said, hell no, I will not go up that part. And cars was coming behind me and they was beep, beep, what you gonna do? Get out. We trying to get over there because they was headed, to Canada. Fuck that. You're gonna wait till some USA goddamn traffic clear up so I can take my shit back to the goddamn left. I'm not going over there. Your ass will be sitting there. Don't worry about it. Then call the goddamn police. Because I'm not going to Canada and turning around and trying to get back. Because once you start up that goddamn way, ain't no coming back. Y'all know on the goddamn expressway, you can't turn around on no goddamn expressway talking about, I made a mistake. Let me bag back. You can't do that. My fat ass sat right there in my goddamn car. They were saying, beep, beep, get out the way. I said, yep, as soon as the traffic clear up. And I don't know what happened. Somebody stopped the traffic or I had it so backed up. Eventually, I was able to take my car, pull it back a little bit, and take my fat ass and stay right there in the USA. I don't fuck with Canada. You motherfuckers will never get me like that. Y'all talking about some scary shit. That shit is scary as hell to have them motherfuckers come around that goddamn car. And when I tell you, they be ready. They will let you over there in Canada. But honey, if they figure they got a reason to keep your ass, they will not let you out that motherfucker. They will not let you out that bitch. And then you're going to have to get the Queen's pardon in order to get your ass back home. I don't have time for that shit. We went over there to the goddamn casino. Y'all, I'm sorry. We went over there to the damn casino, me and my cousin. That's all. That was the reason we went over there. We went over there to hang out and we had did the twins thing because me and her would often do that. Okay. We would often, dress like twins going over there. You know how you is when you're younger, And me and her went over there. She had reported her car stolen. Because she was fucking around with this nigga. And now he done took her to the hotel and they done did whatever it is that they do. She knocked the fuck out. This nigga gets her goddamn car keys and decide that he wants to go out joyriding while she sleep up in the hotel for a couple hours to go show off to his friends. So, hey, Gemini 64. Hello, Chris. Have lots of fun. Hello to all. Hello to beautiful Tracy. Glad you had lots of fun. Okay, on her vacation, yeah, Tracy did. So my cousin, she sleep. She knocked out. This nigga done got her goddamn car keys, and he didn't went out joyriding. She wakes up. And she said she was looking around, but where he at? And, she's like, well, maybe he went downstairs to get something. And something said, look for your keys. She went to go look for her car keys. Her car keys wasn't there. So she said she waited about 20, 30 minutes. I told her, you better than me. Because as soon as my car keys wasn't there, I would have dialed 911. I don't know where the fuck he is. Get him, bring my shit back, and do whatever the fuck you got to do with him. And nigga, find your goddamn way back to Buffalo. Now she was in Niagara Falls, but she was on the USA side when this happened. So she said she gave him a little while in case he had went downstairs and maybe had left something in the car, didn't want to wake her up, or maybe he woke her up and she was like, shit, girl, that nigga had put me to sleep real good. Like, so she said she had gave him a little while. She said after a while, she was like, hell no, let me call the police and report my shit stolen. And it was one of them new date people. How the fuck you meet somebody and you feel that goddamn confident to just go and take their shit? I said, girl, this is something this nigga do. This is what he do. Now, y'all, this is back in the 90s. Okay. This is back in the 90s. We had to be about 20, what was it, 23, 24, something like that. Okay. How the fuck you meet somebody and then take the fuck off with their goddamn car? You're trash. You're a trashy motherfucker. This is what you do. This is something that you do, nigga. This is what you do. This is your career. This is how you get around and flaunt and try to act like you pulling up with different cars and shit like that, you know. Anyway, so she reported her shit stolen. Before they could find him and all of that shit, he didn't came back with her car. So now, you know, she upset and all of this and all of that. Okay, nigga, let's go. Fuck the rest. We ain't gotta wait to check off time. We out of this piece. Okay, you can get your ass and go on where the fuck you going, and I'm going to my cousin's. That's when she came to my house. Because at the time she was living with her parents. So you ain't coming, you either be in by 11 or you out by 11. That was her parents' rule. And so if she wasn't out of that piece by 11, if she was out, she knew she could come to my house. I've always had a 2-bedroom with an extra room. That's just me. So she came to my house. Now here it is. We in Canada. We done went over there. We having a good goddamn time. We done went to the casino and stuff. And, you know, we dressed all cute, you know, like twins, and all of that stuff. We get ready to come back to the border, you know, and they all, you know, they be standing up there. Y'all, as soon as her car got up and she was the next person to pull up, you started seeing these Canadian police officers and people coming from every goddamn where. That shit was scary. They started coming from every goddamn where. They had doors, bats, chains, nunchucks. They had every goddamn thing. I don't know what the fuck they was gonna do. I don't know if they was gonna whoop our ass, kill us. I don't know. They had machine guns, shovels. They was gonna. I don't know what the fuck they was gonna do, but they surrounded her goddamn car, and I mean, it had to be about 50 of them deep. Okay, and I'm looking all around like, what the fuck is going on? And they started questioning her about her vehicle and different things. And my cousin was like, yeah, this is mine and blah, blah, blah. And they was like, well, do you have the, you know, the paperwork and all of this shit? And she was like, yeah, this is my vehicle. And they was like, well, this vehicle was reported stolen. She was like, oh, okay. She said, yeah, I did report my vehicle stolen. So they was like, well, did you ever report that you had got your vehicle back? That's where the problem came in at. She figured because she got her goddamn car back, fuck it, just keep going. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And here it is, you in another goddamn country. You don't know what the fuck is going on with my vehicle. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So I guess in case somebody took your shit stolen and went over there, now your shit is, you know, here. We got the information. So y'all, she sitting up there proving to them they running her shit. They, you know, they didn't ID her and all of this shit. Now they over there, they questioning me. They over there telling me to say the goddamn alphabet. I said, say the alphabet. And I'm like, I'm a grown ass goddamn woman. What the fuck make these motherfuckers think I don't know the goddamn alphabet? So I'm sitting over there, A, B, C, D, E, F, you know, all of that shit. And they wait a little while and then they come back. Ma'am, say the alphabet. I'm like, okay, A, B, C, D, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They wait another 10, 15 minutes. They come back. Ma'am, are you, do you live here? Are you a citizen here in Canada? Now, mind you, I ain't had nothing but my work ID. I didn't even have my license on me. I had my little clutch purse. You know how we do, ladies. We just throw a little something in there. And then I'm thinking, I just didn't bring my wallet because I just had my little cute little purse. We was dressed up. So I'm like, damn it, I forgot to take my license out my goddamn wallet. So I didn't have nothing but my work ID that was down in the side of the purse thing. They going back and forth asking me all these questions. Then in the middle of them asking me questions, somebody would come and stick their head in the door and go, say the alphabet. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I said, why do I have to keep saying the alphabet? And the one lady said, don't get smart, miss. Just do what we tell you. So my cousin heard it while she talking to the people. And she was like, don't get smart with her. She could ask questions. So then they said, well, man, we're going to keep her. You can go ahead. That's what they told my cousin. My cousin said, what? I ain't going no damn where without my cousin. We came together. We leave together. They said, well, man, we're keeping her. Man, y'all, when I tell y'all I was about ready, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know to try to run away from them motherfuckers or what. I didn't know what to do. And mind y'all, I told y'all it was 40, 50 of them deep. All right, what the fuck am I getting ready to do? How I'm going to escape these people? And I'm like, what do you mean you're going to keep me? What is going on? They was like, man, we have reason to believe that you're Dominican. What's a damn Dominican? What is you talking about? And they was like, ma'am, so now they telling my cousin, get back in your vehicle. You can leave. We're keeping her. So they telling me, you go on in here. They got this room that you go into. There's like, you go in there, you sit right there, and it's like this little square box. It looked like like the toll booth box inside of a toll booth box. And you got to go in there and sit. So they didn't put me up in that bitch. And I'm telling them, what did I do? What is going on? And I can hear my cousin out there still going off. They still telling her, get in your car, ma'am. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. And she's like, no, I'm not going nowhere. So I scream out to my cousin, stop getting smart with these people. And she was like, no, I'm not going to stop getting smart because they trying to tell me to leave you because they're keeping you. And I'm like, so they really serious? So we shouting back and forth to each other. They telling us, stop that screaming. I'm like, well, don't leave me. Don't leave me. You know, then I told her, I said, well, wait right down at the split. I can walk from here to there and I'll get in the car. Girl, when I tell y'all, after a while, the one lady, I guess it's their sergeant person, because they had on a different color shirt than other people. They came in there and they said, Krista, she said, I just need you to do one thing and then we're going to release you. She said, can you please say the alphabet for me one more time? So I said, well, damn, either these motherfuckers don't know their goddamn alphabet or something said that I'm a goddamn school teacher and I should be teaching these motherfuckers. So I said, let me say it real slow. So I'm saying the alphabet to their ass. And hey, Malik, what's up? So I said the alphabet to their ass real slow. I was kind of being funny, but not being funny. And she said, just grab your things. They said, give her stuff. And they said, you can go. They said, you can go. You're free to go. And so I was like, what the hell was that all about? So my cousin, she didn't grab me as if, you know, I didn't just got released from the big house or something like that. She's like, oh, and she crying and stuff. I'm like, girl, get in the car before these motherfuckers change their mind. Let's go. And so she asked me, what did they do to you in there? What was they saying? I told you not to wear that low cut shirt and all of this shit. And she just, you know, going on and on and on. I think it's because they wanted to see your titties and all of this stuff. Like, girls, stop playing. Let's go. You know, so we ride in the car. She crying. I'm crying. I'm like, child, listen, they said you got to turn around here, come back through the line. Y'all, when she had to turn around and go back through the line, I just started having flashbacks. I said, oh shit, they're going to get us up there and they're going to come out through that motherfucker again. But they didn't. But when I tell y'all, I said, after that experience, them motherfuckers ain't never got to fucking play with me. I don't fuck with Canada. I ain't been back. I have not been back. And then so when I was at work the next day, I was telling them what had happened to me the night before. And they told me what had happened. They said, well, over there they don't say Z. They say zonk, zong, or something like that. So what they were trying to do was to catch you up. And at the end, when you say Z, they was waiting on you to say zonk because that's what they say. They don't say Z. I said, oh, okay. I never knew that. I said, I didn't know why. I said the goddamn alphabet so much. I started forgetting it. Don't even say the goddamn alphabet. I don't want no alphabet soup. I don't want no alphabet magnets on my refrigerator. I don't care if my nieces now. I took all the alphabet magnets off my refrigerator. No, you ain't learning how to spell your name. Don't worry about it. I'm putting this shit in the garbage. I don't want to see no type of goddamn alphabet. Don't even say alphabet to me. If you don't know your damn alphabet, ask your mother or ask grandma or uncle. Auntie's not teaching you. That's how I felt, y'all. That's how bad it was. You were such a happy, carefree person. The singer Sierra, she went this year. She said the people and the food is the best. I don't like Canada's food. But see, you can't really judge me by that because I'm not a person that eat out really, not for real, for real. But I didn't like their food. We had got because my cousin used to like go over there all the time. Now she still fucks with Canada. She'll come here. She don't live here anymore. She lives in Ohio now, but she'll still come home. And the first thing she want to do is go over there to Canada to the casino. Okay. And she's always did like you get the like buffet thing and all of that stuff. I'm a cheapskate. When I would go, because our money was worth more, I would go with 20, which would end up being like, I think at the time it was like $28 to them. Okay, so give me 2 rolls of quarters, give me 8 of the dollar pieces, and then I roll out with the machines like that. Now my cousin, she going back and forth to the ATM, she getting this, she getting that, she doing all of that shit. We go down there to eat some food, and I'm like, it don't even look right. It don't smell right to me. My stomach is turning. And I was like, well, maybe. And then I'm real funny about buffets because, some people when they eat, they put their fingers in their mouth. They might wipe their nose. They might wipe their kids' nose. And then they ain't wash their hands. And then they go up there and they touch the utensil that you got to touch to get some food. Now you got the baby's snot germs, booger germs and shit, or they're, from them tasting the food off their fingers and shit. I'm real funny about buffets. I don't really fuck with buffets, period. So I had ordered something off the menu. I had ordered their wild rice, green beans, and I think it was the roasted chicken. When I tell y'all that was the worst food I had ever eaten in my life. I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat it. And so when the lady came, she said, would you like a doggy bag or would you like to take it home and blah, blah, blah. I said, no, thanks. She's like, you sure you don't want a container? I said to myself, no, I really want my money back, but don't worry about it, And yeah, I didn't like their food. I only ate over there one time. My cousin, she had got she can have the buffet with her membership. That was, guaranteed thing. But she also ordered off the menu. I think she had got the Alfredo with the blackened chicken or something like that. So she had told me to try her chicken. Now, when they did the blackened chicken, they actually kind of like fried her chicken because it had like the crispy coating on it. And over here, when they do blackened chicken, it's pretty much like grilled with like the grill marks on it, So I had tasted a little piece. I didn't like that either. And usually fried chicken is fried chicken for me, but that wasn't my thing. But how did I get on this? Y'all see, y'all just let me go on off. I drifted off. I would do the same. 911 period. That is scary. Yeah, it is. It's too scary for me. I don't fuck with the police. I don't play with them. I don't need the police to do just what the police do. I don't fuck with them like that. But anyway, that's what had happened over at Buddy Lee's, y'all. We were over there giving a little scenario of what would happen if he came here. Um, if I would, where would I take him? The things that we would do. It was real cute. It was really nice. But I see that a couple of people it got out a little bit. And I don't know if it got out from his show or people that was also over there at NV show because Big Man was talking about it. Now Big Man said he had a fit that on Monday he got plans for me and I guess Buddy Lee he gonna talk about it. He gonna give his commentary on it because he was in his feelings. He said I am a fruit snack and he don't want me over. And I told him, I said, well, I don't know. You want to meet me over there on Tuesday because I will damn sure be back on Tuesday to hang out. But I had a really, really cool last time. Of course, Rex came up there, my cousin Rex. Now, don't tell Rex he's my cousin because he going to tell you I'm not her damn cousin. Rex is my white tea cousin, y'all. Y'all know I got my own white tea family on here. I got nieces, nephews. Now I got cousins. Okay. So Rex is my cousin. My cousin Rex is convinced that when my ex came here, that me and my ex, we did the damn thing. And he went on and on and on about that. He's not convinced. Also, Rex told me I was a 3. On a scale 1 to 10, he said I was a damn 3. I can't figure that shit out. I think he was stuck on 3 because he also called himself a 3 too. So I don't know. But yeah, we had a really, really cool last time. Ghetto was up there. Ghetto came up there. Me and Ghetto got along. That was good. I thought Ghetto was going to come up there and get you know, some kind of way towards Krista. No, Ghetto was nice towards me too. Krista, you so funny. I'm like, oh, okay. I know. Oh shit, y'all. It's 42 minutes. Y'all really, really let me fucking drift. I was just supposed to tell y'all how that went down. I am so sorry, y'all. That I didn't mean to hold y'all that long. I did not mean to hold y'all that long like that. Pretty boy Devo. Rodney. Is that Rodney? Rodney, did you change your name? Hey. Or is that like a troll page? I'm gonna have to ask Rodney. Because I know his one channel is modded up, and then his other channel. Did we ever mod that? I don't think he came over here. It is you? Okay. So you changed Pinocchio to Rodney Pretty Boy Devo? Because I don't know if you ever even came back over here as with your Pinocchio page to get a wrench. See, that's why I like doing the wrenches, because this way you know who's who. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody fool around. Hey, Brenda. Girl, Big Man is having a fit about me over there at Buddy Lee's, honey. Girl, Brenda, please, you're going to have to tell me how I'm supposed to handle this situation. Because, hey, Stitch girl, I'm glad they treated you nice. Please go where you're celebrated. Oh, yeah. Now the chat was tearing my butt up, they said. But, I don't pay no attention to no chat. And they threaten you bad in certain chat. Yeah. And on panels when the content creator plays in your face and sets you up. Yeah. Okay, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. V. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. How am I supposed to do this to make sure? Wait a minute. Uh, okay. Okay.
Um,
Brenda?
Hi, Krista.
Hey, boo.
I
I had to make sure. I'm like, V,
Yeah,
wait a
I know. I can Yeah. So I take a few minutes out of my reset Saturday. Come out, and the
minute.
first thing I see in these YouTubian streets is your title. I said, I can't leave here for 5 minutes. Krista is somewhere getting ready to take Buddy by Niagara Falls. What's going on? Krista, Krista, y'all gotta slow down. I don't know what's going on here. I got a DM in the inner sanctum of the morning, behind God's back hours. That big man was over there on Envy's panel. Shout out to Envy. He's doing his damn thing over there. I love it.
Yes. And I've
I
been
love
encouraging
it.
him too. Keep
I
it
love
going.
it.
Yes.
I like Envy's personality. He's a little off the beaten path, but I love it. What?
Right.
So is Big Man now after you?
Girl, big man. I have never Big man has never ever showed any type of nothing towards me. Now I don't know if big man got upset because I was on that panel when you told him back off. I was up there with you. I don't
You
know if
want the
that's
details? You want to know what this is? And Big Man, you can get mad at me if you want to, okay? Big Man has a thing for the Buddy Lee crew over there. I don't know what it is. Something about
oh,
him and Buddy. It's him and Buddy. They got like the well, really, it's him. He has this
okay.
thing when it comes to Buddy, and so I think now that you're over there and you and Buddy like have your little back and forth, now he wants to
Yeah.
try to steal you to be part of his fruit snack game. Hmm.
Yeah, because he never been like that with me. Like
Yeah.
he's always been cool with me and hang out and stuff like that. But far as the whole being flirtatious, now he have told me stuff like you a nice looking lady, stuff like that and
Hmm.
stuff. But he've always let me know in return, I got this,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I was throwed off yesterday. Last
Hmm.
night.
He did the
And
same thing with Tony too. So
okay.
it's a thing with him. So yeah, he's is he pushing you now? He doesn't want you to be over at Buddy's now. Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, he's like, I don't want you over there. And then I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, is he gonna do me like he did Brenda? Am I gonna get a song and
Might
and told
probably
off?
you might get a diss track if he catches you over there.
That's why they said he said wait till Monday. Cause MV
Oh,
was like, well, no, can we talk about it now? He's like, nah, Monday.
yeah,
Monday.
he's probably in the studio right now getting the track together for you. Hmm. Yeah,
Oh shoot. And I'm
yeah. He
like, what? I'm like, Lolo, can you help me? Lolo's like, now Krista, get me.
you trying to drag Lolo into this? No.
I
Um.
said, Lolo, wasn't you here first? Was it you? Lolo, like, you know what? Mm-mm. Okay, Rodney, I see. Okay, I got you.
So now tell
Man,
me, now was I? Because I know I wasn't there for the end of Buddy's live. Did I miss, or was a date planned for him to come to Niagara Falls?
no. I was telling
Oh.
the people why they're hearing that. Hey, China. I was telling the people why they're hearing that. That was
Oh.
just us over there bantering back and forth. We
Oh.
was is y'all heard they heard what they heard, but it was just us, talking about, how me and Buddy be giving like
Mm-hmm.
he'll say,
Right.
what if I went to the store and we,
Right.
we was low on
The
chicken or
scenario.
something?
Yeah. He wants you to be
Yeah.
a thief and a ride or die. I think he really wants to get you caught up in the system. I think he likes women in jail, Chris. I think he's trying to get you a big.
So this is what I'm
And
trying to explain to
mhm.
people. Like, if y'all hear these things, it's just us over there having a good time. We just be over there
Yeah.
having a good time. And I like to, go back and forth. And he seemed to be that type of person too, you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I didn't
please,
know what
y'all,
I missed.
don't beat me up because they out here talking about, damn, she really hopped from Duke, and then she said she wanted Lemon back, and now she got Buddy Lee. He coming to Niagara. I said, what the hell? I
Why
said,
do
let
they
me go on my
care?
channel and explain this.
Why do they
That's
care?
not what's, huh?
Why do they care?
I don't know. And I don't want them to, my whole thing is, Brenda, I don't want them to start some deep, deep shit with me and try to get Buddy where he feel like, nah, Krista, don't come over here because they
Buddy
doing
don't
too
give
much.
up. I'ma tell you in advance. I ain't been over in the B sector that long, and I maybe been going on to the trailer maybe a year and a half now. Buddy don't give a damn what people think. So
Okay.
that's the last thing you need to be worried about. But I don't know. I just maybe I'm missing some parts. Now I do know this, right? Because you know I do love TC. That's my girl. Okay. Now I
Yes.
do know that certain people were mad at you about that. I too was not happy with you about the situation that went down with you and
Yes.
TC, right? But
Yeah, a lot of people.
I'm
Yeah.
able to be down the middle as long as talk about my girl, we good, okay?
Right. And
Because
I don't. And I don't. Because
right,
she don't.
right,
And if we see each other in passing, hello,
mm-hmm,
how you doing?
right.
And we keep it moving.
hmm
Hmm.
And so I understand people being upset about that. Outside of that, like that lemon thing, like if they're upset with you about TC, that I get, right? But outside of that, like the anger that people have for you when it comes to lemon, like I'm just a little confused. I'm confuzzled.
Yeah.
I
That's
be just
another thing I
like,
wanted to hit on
Jesus.
today because even when I was up on Envy's yesterday, and when I came back, and when Big Man was saying that, and the different things, with the Rex and all of that. So I started saying, kidding around. Hey, Judy. I started kidding around, and I was like, Livy, come back. Take me. I didn't have all these problems when I was with you. Livy, come get me, Livy. I'm sorry, Livy. I'm sorry. Playing around.
Oh, honey,
Girl,
I know they got bad about that.
they came up on the thing, and the one lady, she said, what was her name? Sour Patch Kid. Well, and she tried to say it's sweet, but I'm saying to myself, lady, you can't say that sweet. You done took something and you took a joke and then turned it around to something serious. To the point it changed up Envy's whole panel, what was going on.
Oh, I gotta
And
go
I'm
back
just
and
like,
look because I mean, I came over there for 2 seconds. There, I did get a DM because baby, they come and get me when my name is mentioned, and I was so sleepy. Like next thing I know, I was waking up. Like again, I couldn't stay up. Um,
yeah.
but so you and Sour Patch got into it a little bit, or she was not.
I kind of like explained my way through because she was like, well, you're saying that about Lemon, but I think you need to start with the apology because of what you said about his niece. And I'm like, what? Yeah, with him and his niece, because that. And I said, let me tell you something. Before I knew it, I'm explaining the whole thing. And I said, I never said that. I said, did you? And then Lolo she began to get into it. And I'm like, now listen, now me and Lolo
Well,
getting ready to fall out again. It damn sure ain't going to be over one of you Mickey Mouse motherfuckers. Okay.
yeah,
Fuck that.
you and
So,
Lolo's relationship is like a delicate balance.
right. Okay. And we cooling. Fuck that. Ain't nobody getting ready to come in between our shit again. Fuck that. Find you something else to do. So when she's up there and she's saying this, that, and the other thing, and I found myself explaining, I said, did y'all hear me talk about the daycare? I said his niece should be in daycare. Now, how y'all took that and interpret that into, oh, we didn't even hear you talk about a daycare. That's because y'all took what y'all took and just ran the fuck away with it. And
Now,
then you're constantly
why was
telling
the
this
niece
man
brought
how he
up?
shouldn't fuck with me.
And why was the niece brought up, Krista?
That's what I'm saying. She came up there and started talking about that. And I'm like,
No, okay.
this is the shit that y'all do. Even when Lemon is over there on his page and he get to mentioning him and me talking or something like that, or we was up
Mm.
on a panel, they get to, yeah, but Lemon, she said this and she said that. I'm like, do y'all let shit go? Do y'all just, I said, me and that, we be on panels together. I said, I was just having fun. And I'm like, I don't even like to explain that. I
Yeah.
just left Buddies having a good goddamn time, came over here to Envy's, still having a good damn time. And now y'all want to come up here with some bullshit. Don't come at me with bullshit. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
They just
Go
don't
away
want you
from here
to.
with
They
that
just don't
shit.
want you to be nowhere, huh? They just want you to. Be,
Brenda,
oh Lord, this is a
Brenda.
lot.
Hey, Muffy.
Mm.
And I'm just like, I'm just, we're just having
Hey,
fun.
unfiltered Muffy. I don't know. Maybe, and they be getting mad at me too. But I just like, I'm never, people say they're not going along, get along. People say that all the time, but people really are. Even the people that really say it. But I
Hmm.
sometimes I go against the status quo 99% of the time because sometimes I have to like I'm sitting back and like I don't understand some of the outrage
Hmm.
because I feel like it's for some people and not because other people have done similar stuff and they don't have the same outrage for those. I don't know. Just I don't know. I'll be
Yeah,
confused
I
sometimes.
know. And that's
It's
why I
just
tell them, I don't read no chats and stuff, Brenda. I don't care. Child, get in that chat and have yourself a ball. Go
mm,
up in that chat and just dance, click, turn around in the rain, sing in the rain. I don't care what you do. Then they was eating you up even in Buddy's chat. I don't give a damn. I don't read that shit. I'm up there to have fun with the content creator. If the content
mhm.
creator and the channel, I'll be up there having fun. That's what all I be doing, you know. Well, then don't, but you can't just concentrate on the fun because of this and that. I can do whatever the fuck I come on this bitch to do, you know. But anyway, I don't pay it. I'm like, that shit is depressing. And that really upsetted me yesterday. But I got past it because I don't allow others to dictate my mood.
Yeah.
You don't get to
Well,
take me from having a good time to having a bad time
well,
because you
I
sitting there waiting on an opportunity to say something to me crazy.
I think you should get Buddy up to Niagara Falls, and then when you get him there, just shove him into the water. Just
No.
oh, oh, don't tell him I said that.
Somebody gonna tell him. Brenda
Ah,
said,
damn it! God damn it! Yeah, I should watch what I say. Sick of him.
right, you know they is. Sure. Yeah. Somebody said, she said, they sure do go along to get along. Most people over here are followers and like to participate
Mm-hmm.
in the lynch mob. Okay. It's really disgusting. Y'all, when you think about it, these people are literally bullies. Yeah. Hey,
Yep.
Natural Lux. Yeah. Cause I'm like, this is not, you're not getting ready to take over this man's panel because y'all just don't want to see me around Lemon and us chilling, having fun and all of this shit. Oh, what is,
It's not
I
the
was
first
only sitting
panel.
around.
It's not the first panel that has happened to you on. And it
Right.
gets back to me, and I think I'm just so confused because a lot of times you sit on panels quiet, right? And then I
Yep.
literally see people almost gang stalking you. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
let me tell you something about the evils of this app, right?
Hmm.
Like, okay, different people on here are egregious. They've done some egregious things on this app, right? And they
Hmm.
walk away unscathed.
Yeah.
Sluts and hoes and people who have jumped on penises far and wide on this app, okay? All
Yeah.
right. And it, it's just like sometimes when I see the level of animosity, it says more about them than it does you, right? Because I
Hmm.
watch it and I'm like, and then I'll wake up and I have a DM and saying, oh, this happened over on Riggs panel, or this happened. Like, what's happening? Like, why
Yeah.
are these people so damn angry?
Yeah. Just like the
Uh,
whole people asked me yesterday, you did your commentary on Queen 88. And I said, well, yeah, because that lady literally cussed me out over there at Bizarro's. I didn't even know she didn't like me.
oh,
I didn't
wow.
even know where that came from. When she said, no, I don't like you, B, and started going off cussing me out. I was
Yikes.
like, what? I was like, but I like you. I support you. I watch you. I've even said hi and hello and all of that. I was like, wow, I I didn't know. And that's why I tell people, unless because some people say, oh, you don't speak to people unless they speak to you. Unless I really know that you rock with me and fuck with me like that. No, I don't, because I don't know who rock with me and who don't. And too
Listen
many times I
here.
didn't set up here looking like a dumbass, sitting up here speaking to people, and I'm wondering, oh, okay, well they didn't speak back. Okay, now I know, you
Mm-hmm.
know, or they be like, why is that B speaking to me? Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know we had a problem. I don't
Yeah.
know you, but it
Uh,
is what it is, Brenda. I still come on here, honey, and have my fun, do what I got
mm-hmm.
to do. You know what I'm saying? I come over here and still do my videos. Whether what they say, I only get 13 in my chat, whether it's 13, 113, or 13,000. I still come over here. I'm still Krista.
And
I'm
listen, you
still
know why you
happy.
have to be careful with those smart remarks because the pendulum swings both ways, right? Up
Hmm.
today, down tomorrow. That's why I celebrate people when they rise because tomorrow could
Right.
be my chance and I want somebody to, clap for me. But
That's right.
where you're at, if you notice, like look around, even the B sector or the multi sector, who was up 5 months ago is not the same people that's up today. So you got to be
No,
careful, when you say stuff like that because it's not always your turn.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And if you come in and you always on top, there's nowhere else for you to do but to go bottom,
Mhm. Yep.
but to drop down. That's why I say I take my channel. I know how to, let me tell you something, Brenda. I know how to take my channel and turn this fire all the way up. I know how to turn it all the way down. That's why I tell people I control my channel. I do. I know what to say. I know what to do. I know how to
Hmm.
come out here and act. Don't you know I'm sitting on enough juicy juice right now that if I came out here, they would come over here to see, oh, what's going on?
Me and you
This,
both,
that, and
honey.
another thing.
I be
Yeah.
giving little snippets sometimes to my people. I was like, they overlook me, but I'm literally the holy grail. The stuff that I
Yes.
know about some
Yeah.
of this shit in my sector will blow the roof off that sector. I just be saying just the quiet.
And I like to, and I don't, I'm not saying that I don't like a crowd and different things like
Hmm.
that. But I like knowing that my people, it's room for everybody. There is some time people want to come over, they want to drop down, but they don't want to drop down during the middle of all
Right.
the round
Right.
round. You know what I mean? And but they want to show their support. So they know and they'll hold their comments or something till it's a time when we over here talking about meatloaf dinners and stuff like
Hmm.
that, where they know it's not a lot of people. Nobody's getting beat up on. Nobody can say, I seen you in that bees chat while she was over there talking about me. So what's
Right.
good with you? You know, so I like it. I like my channel the way it is. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I love my channel just the way it
Nobody
is.
needs.
People,
Hmm?
go ahead.
Nobody needs to be turned up every day. Ooh, oh Lord.
Yeah, yeah. I can't. I wouldn't. I can't come on here cussing, fussing, and fighting every day. That's why I tell people when I come back, they be like, well, that happened 3 weeks ago, and you just now coming back, and that's all right. That it was 3 weeks ago. I didn't forget, but I didn't feel like for the last 3 weeks cussing, fussing, and fighting. But I just wanted to remind that person, I'm not who the fuck you think I am, bitch. Okay.
It's your panel. You could come back 5 months from now if something giving you an itch in
Exactly.
your ass and you don't like it. Who are you? It's up.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Shit.
Yeah, but I had so much fun yesterday. Even Envy, I left his panel at one time. Then they was teasing me. How the
Hmm.
hell was you going around naked all day, but then at night you putting on all these clothes to go to bed? You was over there at Buddy's talking about you was naked. I was topless. I had my top off because I had my throw pulled all the way up on me. I was sitting next to the
Mm-mm.
window, so I had my throw pulled up on me. And they talking
Hmm.
about when Gina had came, and she was like, "Well, go cam up."
Yeah.
Cam up, and I said, "No, I ain't got no clothes on. I ain't got no top on. I don't want to
Hmm.
shit to get flagged, you know."
Right.
But that's just us going and having whatever bantering back and forth. So
Hmm.
last night I had told him, I said, well, after I left Buddies, because I told Envy I didn't even know he was on. I said, but when I left Buddies, I said I went to the ladies' room, turned the shower on while the water is getting warm. Went in the kitchen, got my water and my orange, took that back in the room. Then I
Hmm.
came in and went back in the bathroom, took me a quick shower, put my night shirt on and my pajama pants and underwear. And they tell
Hmm.
me, you did that? and this, that, the other thing. So I was showing them the water and the orange and stuff. So then yesterday, Lolo, her and Envy, they started playing back and forth with my story and how I was naked at Buddy Lee's and then put on clothes to be at Envy. It was really cute. We had a really,
Mhm.
really nice time.
That's good.
Ghetto came up. I said, I cannot believe I actually shared the panel with some people that normally be at my throat. Okay.
That's
They
good.
don't be playing. So that was exciting for me. That was really exciting for me to,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, it was a good, pretty good day. But the highlight
That's
was me
good.
and Buddy with the Niagara Falls girl. They took that honey and ran away. That's all they heard. Buddy going to Niagara Falls. Okay, see, she a slut. Now she getting ready to Buddy Lee, be careful. Cause she just got rid of and then Buddy, they go. So I said, well, let me
Lord,
put it in here so they can know that I'm addressing this. That we were just kidding around. That's what we do over there. You know,
Lord.
just have
Honey, I would
fun.
have pissed them off, honey. I'd have been showing them my outfits laid out in the bed in my suitcase. They would have just been mad at me. I don't give a shit about what these people think.
Brenda.
You, my grandmother say, scratch your ass and get glad. Oh, I'm sorry, Curtin. Yeah,
Oh,
listen, I don't
no,
give a.
no, you can cuss. We cuss over here, Don. That's what
Yeah,
my
I
grandmother
don't.
used to say
I
too.
wish I would care. These people be mad just waking up in the morning. You gonna be mad at me? I'm gonna give you something to be mad. Krista, let me tell you something. When these
Okay.
people try to be petty with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I live in New York City, so I have a shopping cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when they came out doxing me like about 3, 4 years ago, right? They tried to use my shopping cart as a way to like come at me. A shopping cart, Krista. Do you know what my
What?
crazy ass did? That's how my shoe video started. I put on those red pumps with the bow at the side, and I threw my
Mm-hmm.
legs on top of that shopping cart, and I recorded a video. Because you'll never play with me. I don't give a shit about nothing about how any of y'all feel. None of y'all pay my bills, do my grocery shopping. So when they
Mm-hmm.
start playing with me, okay, so I'm gonna put it in your face. I don't care, honey.
Oh.
I would have been
Oh.
saying, go shopping with me for my trip tonight.
Maybe I
Everywhere.
gotta. Maybe that's what I gotta start doing. Cause I'll kind of
Scary.
like play with them about some things and stuff like that.
They're
But
gonna be mad
I,
anyway. So
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I was like, Lord, don't start associating that man and making him all, you know, feel because I'm still learning, buddy, and I'm still learning the people and still, getting to, you know, I was happy that me and what's her name? Indigo. She was able to
mhm.
tell me. I didn't even realize I was mad at that woman for no reason. That I had started. She was like, "No, I was taking up for you," and then she's like, "So I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna give Krista hell." And when I told her, I was
Oh
like, "Girl,
no.
you have gave me hell," but we got an understanding yesterday, and I was so happy about that
I like
because I
Indigo.
did
She's
not.
she's a good person.
Yes, she is, and I did not
Hmm.
know all this time that it was like it was really like a real bad misunderstanding. I told her when I talked about that panel of people over there, I did not know she was one of the people over there.
Oh
And she's like,
wow.
"Yeah, I was over there speaking up for you." And when you said everybody on that panel except for Foot Soldier, she said I was in my feelings. She's like, "Well, I'm gonna give her hell." I said, "I didn't." I
Hmm.
said, "Well, I'm glad we had that talk because I never knew why you were upset with me." And then I said, "Well, maybe she just feel like the others. She just don't like me. But hell,
Hmm.
I'm 50 something years old, Brenda. I've been disliked before.
Right.
I tell you, it's just a different face, a person. I'd have been lied on before. It's just a different face, a different person. Child, I'd have been through all kind of shit in my life. It's just a different person. It's just a different face, but it's not new to me. You know, my thing is I try to protect the others that I don't want them feeling some kind of way or be like, well, I don't want to associate with Krista because this gonna happen or that's gonna happen.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to, because I like to go over there and hang out with Buddy Lee. You know that.
Yeah.
Even though he called me pigtail.
Why?
He called me pigtail because I told
Uh,
we was talking about pigs and stuff. And he was like, you eat pig feet? I said, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's nasty. He said, what else you eat? He said, are you one of them from the rooter to the tutor? I said, well, I do eat the pigtails. He's like, pigtail?
Ew. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't eat
You
those
don't
either.
eat
But I did.
pigtails either?
No, but I did. My grandmother would make pig feet every year for New Year, so I would eat. Eaten those before. But what is
So
in a
you eat them.
pigtail to eat? Ain't it hard?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's it's really it's mostly like to season your greens and stuff,
Oh
like the
Lord.
smoked ones. I've bought in the fresh ones too, but it's only because it's mostly like
Mhm.
fatty, and then you got the skin. It got a
Yeah.
little bit of meat, but
Yeah. I guess the thought of it
it's
is like, ew, I don't know. Well, all of it, pig feet and all of it
oh.
is a
So you don't
little.
eat
But
oxtails either?
I do. I do.
Okay,
But
you
the
like
thing
the
is, when
oxtail.
you see the oxtails, they already cut up and all the other kind of stuff. And I don't know.
So what's the pigtail? It ain't.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've
It,
never.
it don't have a piece of the butter, nothing. I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but they be well, But I
Mhm.
use it to like season my beans, greens, if that's what I want to do it, because it gives that type of stuff the right amount of fat and stuff and seasoning, and it's
Mhm.
smoked. Girl, please, that's some good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay. I ain't gonna try to convince you. I'm
no,
gonna
it's
let
okay. But I'm
it.
waiting for my laundry to be dropped off because I'm bouge ghetto.
I was
So
just about to say your laundry dropped off.
yes,
What?
ma'am. Ma'am, been doing it for years. I'm not going setting it up in those people's hot as laundromat. And I get a notification too where they're at. Like where the driver's at on the route. So I could go meet
What?
him
Are
at.
you
I know.
serious? I've never heard of
Yes,
that
ma'am.
before.
They wash and fold it, and I just put them away and go back to my binge
And they bring it
watching.
to your
My
house?
mm-hmm, sure do.
Wow. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
instead of me, because what I normally do is, for the summer, of course, I take my comforters and stuff off the bed and I put on the lighter
Yeah.
color ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take them, but I put them all inside one of my big, huge laundry bags. And then
Yep.
I drag it out there to the car just before, the winter time. And I'll wash them up, so that they
Mm-hmm.
nice and fresh, for the
Yes.
winter months. Although I don't sleep up under them, but I have them on the bed, and I just like to rewash them. But maybe I could look into that and have them just come in
Mm-hmm.
as child, lugging that big old thing and folding them big old, because I got king size bed and a queen size.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something. I
And
only got 2 days to this weekend, Krista. I'm gonna go get my hair done, get my nails done, get a pedicure, do grocery shopping. I don't have
your
time
hair
to be
look
nobody.
nice. What is you gonna do to your hair? Your hair look
No,
fresh. I
no.
just
I'm not
seen
getting
it.
it done this. I'm not getting it done this weekend, but next weekend. But like, I
Oh,
don't be wanting like I work so hard during the week. I'm out of my house
yeah.
sometimes 10 hours a day, right? And when I get my
Okay.
weekends, I don't want to be sitting in nobody's laundry, okay, for hours in the heat with people's bad kids running around and jockeying for dryers and stuff. So I just let the people come and do it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the one laundry where we got here, they really don't be having nobody there. And I think it's
Hmm.
because really here a lot of people got their own washers and dryers, but
Right.
I like it because they got the big machines and you can put like all your stuff up in there. And like my regular
Hmm.
washer downstairs, I can't put my comforters and stuff in there. If I did, when the water go out, it'd have like lint
Yeah.
and stuff because they too
Hmm.
big. So I take them
Yeah.
to the laundry and use the
Hmm.
big machine. And
Have
I get me
perception.
two of them.
Yep.
Yeah. I get me two of them. But it don't really be nobody in there. Whenever I go, I think one time I went and it was a lady leaving. But whenever I go, nobody else is there. And a lot of times when you ride by, ain't nobody even in there. You know.
Thank you, six girl.
This is a good conversation. Thank you.
Just talk about all kind of random stuff, huh?
I tell people that all the time. When they be asking me about my channel, I'm like, child, ain't no telling how this child, the video could be start this way, the middle be one way, the end be another. So
Please, I was up ordering shoes this morning. I got a problem, Krista. I really have to
oh,
reel myself in. But
listen, I love
I,
shoes and sandals and stuff like that. I've never really been a big sneaker person, but I have sneakers like well, we used to call them girls, but they call them what do they call them? You know, the colorful ones,
mm-hmm.
sneakers. And so I got those in a couple of colors. I got about 6 or 7 pairs of them, but everything else is shoes. I love shoes and sandals. And when I could no longer wear high heels, you talking about somebody mad?
Oh,
I was
see,
mad. And I kept a couple of pairs of my high heels just because, and I got them
right.
up on the shelf. But the other ones I had to go ahead and, just get rid of them because they was just taking up space. But girl, that's all I ever used to wear was high heels. And when I tell you I used to wear high heels, I used to
Mm-hmm.
wear high heels. Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered let's
Appreciate
see,
it.
four. I ordered 3 pair of shoes, like flats for work, and I know people are like flats. Yes, flats. Ordered
Mm-hmm.
some flats because I travel for work a little bit. But I want like cute matching flats for some of my outfits. And then when we have
Yep.
like executive meetings like a couple times a month, I'll just bring my heels with me and I'll sashay those to the office. But
Yeah.
on a normal day, I'm not wearing those heels in the office. Are you crazy?
Mhm. I
Got
love
those
my
heels.
my flats. Flats then came a long way from back when I was younger. Cause flats used to be like looking like old lady shoes.
Mm-mm.
And now you can get some flats. They be just as cute with the little bows and all of that
Oh,
stuff
they're
on
so
it and
cute. You should see the ones I got. And you know
design.
what's so funny? I'm sitting here talking to you, and I forgot that I just bought a pair of shoes the other. I really have a problem. I might need to tap in with the Lord. I forgot I bought those shoes the other day, but they're cute. I need them. Okay, they're
Yeah.
like tan, and I bought like these tan pair of pants, so I need them.
Okay. You know
Uh,
that is one color pants that I cannot wear.
It's more like it's not like a khaki, right? It's not like a
Oh,
khaki.
yours. Okay, the khaki.
It's
Okay.
it's not a
That's my
khaki.
auntie's
It's
color.
it's like it's like a darker tan. I don't know. Maybe I'll take
Okay.
a picture and then when I get them for work, but when I get dressed, I'll be wanting to do little outfits of the day, but by the
Okay.
time I get to,
Yeah.
I be trying
Yeah,
to put it.
I got a couple of pair of Tans pants, but I only wear them like around the house or like if I'm like just going somewhere and I ain't got to get out the car. I'm just going maybe
Hmm.
to pick up medicine.
Hmm.
I don't know, drop something off at the post office, a letter or something, and you pull up to the post office and you put it in the mailboxes that they got outside where you could just drive through.
Hmm.
But ain't nobody really gonna see me in them because for some reason tan pants.
You don't
First of
like them?
all, it show all your cottage cheese for me. And
No.
then it be,
The
then
what?
it be looking, then it be looking like I ain't got nothing on. And I just be like, these just don't look right.
Okay.
And when
Oh,
and I already like a long t-shirt. I love long t-shirts. Some people say I be wearing, they be like, is them dresses? No, they're long t-shirts. You know I'm only 5'1", so everything is just long
oh
on
my
me.
God.
But
Kristen, you
I'll
be
pull
wearing
them
those
shirts
long t-shirts with your pants.
with my because I love me
Making
a pair
making you
of
look shorter. You probably look like a little
that's what
midget.
everybody say. Everybody say, my
Oh
niece even told
no.
me, she said, Auntie, don't you realize when you be wearing them long t-shirts like that, it make you look shorter? But like I told him, I said, you got to remember, I come from a day, I know the big girls now, they show their muffin tops and they show,
Hmm.
it's cute to show your rolls and all of that stuff. But in my day, we didn't do that. And I'm still old fashioned when it come to that. Okay. I got a little hee still. I mean, I lost a lot of weight, but I still got he's and all of that. And I'm not getting ready to just have that shit all splattered out. That's nobody's business. That's the business
Hmm.
of the nigga that decide he wants to go up underneath that shirt, get close enough to me, then he gonna know, yeah, okay, all right, look, he don't mind,
She said
But
you a
just
mess.
to be just to be out here advertising it. Look, y'all, I got a muffin top. No, that's a fat flat tire, So I don't, so I still wear like the big shirts. And then even though I lost a lot of weight, I I still don't see myself like others see me. Like when people haven't seen me, like when my nephew and them came this summer, they was like, "Wow, Auntie, you lost so much weight." And my other nephew, he was like, "Oh my God, Auntie, you so look, like short, not little, like you so skinny,
Mm-hmm.
but short." Then he was like, "You so short, you so little." And my little 13-year-old, he always be like, "Auntie, have you always been that short? Have you,
Cause now
you
they
know?"
taller now. Mm-hmm.
That's what I told him. I was like, "Nah, nigga, I always been this short, but it's just that your butt ain't always been that doggone tall."
Mm-hmm.
Not a he, yeah, he. You know how the Pillsbury dough man, ain't he the one that say he when they
Yep.
squeeze him
Mm-hmm.
or something?
When they poke
Yeah,
them
I
in the
got the
stomach.
he.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they poke him. So I still like to wear like me a nice long t-shirt. Give me a nice long t-shirt and me a pair of leggings, girl, and some cute sandals and or flats with the matching little bag and my jewelry and stuff. Girl, I'm
Right.
ready to go. Where we going? Okay, that's how I dress. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Whatever makes
I
you
don't.
comfortable. I say wear it.
One thing I cannot wear, and I wish I could. Y'all want to? If y'all want to see something funny,
But
see me in a damn maxi dress. I love maxi dresses. I think women that can wear maxi dresses, I think that is the sexiest thing. When I see women with them when they're taller and they got on them long maxi dresses, I
mm-hmm.
think that's the sexiest shit in the world. I'll be like, girl, if you don't wear that goddamn dress, you better. Hey, Tony. Hey, boo. I do. I think that is the sexiest
look at
shit.
look at look at Tony. Tony.
What are we doing on
Tony, you
this?
should have been in here for my advice that I gave to Krista. Oh, hey, Tony.
Yeah.
I told her, she said that she didn't want people to get the wrong idea about her talking about a trip with Buddy to Niagara Falls. And I told her, F those people. Anyhow. And also take him and throw him in the river. But anyway, that's just Brenda said. That nothing to do with Krista. And
He already talking about he too scary. He talking about, oh, don't go on this side. I ain't going over there. I said, Lord Jesus.
Tony, now my
So
recommendation to her was I would have did a little video with a suitcase and me packing, getting ready for my trip to the fall with Buddy.
Brenda's
And I
bad.
pissed
Tony,
everybody off. Those
she's bad.
people. I am. Tony already know me. She knows how I am.
Yeah,
And
she's bad.
I would have been
Mhm.
posted in bathing suits, been like, which ones do you guys think I should bring?
Oh shit.
People.
He already talking about some. Don't wait. He's like, get something to drink. I said, yeah. When I would pick you up from the airport, I was like, do you like the Sonic drinks? Because that is whenever I
Hmm.
pick up my niece now from the airport, that's the first thing we do. We go to Sonic and get one of their drinks. So I'm trying to tell him that he's like, man, I want me a blunt. I'm like,
So he
I'm
said,
not riding around
pick
with
him
that
up with a
stuff.
blunt. I'm telling you, he's
That's what
trying to
he
get you
said.
caught up with the law.
Okay, I said, I'm
And
not riding around with that.
he's gonna make you take a bid. He gonna make you say it's yours, and
See, yeah,
he gonna be
I
like,
think
Krista, let me hold the keys to your house. I'm gonna come bail you out.
I think.
Look at Tony. Tony said you gotta have a Hennessy and a blunt rolled up. I'm sick of both of you today.
Oh my God. And she talking about, yeah, once we get home, I told him I could call my cousin. He know the man, but he talking about, no, we gotta pick that up. We gotta be, man, he gonna have to get an Uber. Fuck it. Mm-mm.
Right, he's a
'Cause I
danger.
think,
Make him take an Uber, Krista. Right.
yeah. Matter of fact, we'll both get a, yeah, it ain't gonna be my vehicle. Then he want to say that some bird had pooped on the car when I got there to pick him up at the airport. He seen it because I'm like, I said I got that black, I got that black car with the chrome all around it. He's like, yeah, but I seen a bird spot. So we just had a real good time, and I don't like it that people
Mm-hmm.
try to take things and do
Yeah,
something crazy, say
that was
crazy stuff. He spoiled that way. I would spoil him too. I was spoiled. Guess what? He did a thing and he told the crowd, he was like, should I go to Gina's or should I go to Krista's? Why nobody picked
wow.
me? Nobody picked me yesterday, y'all.
I feel like
Y'all
they
ain't
don't.
right.
Was there an
Mhm.
option for neither?
No, he didn't do the poll. He just asked the people. And they was able to put it in the chat and they was all rooting and tooting for Gina over me.
Oh,
I said,
Lord.
that's crazy. But I'm the one that's gonna be really, really nice to him. They're gonna do that, huh? They get excited about Buddy's travels. Oh,
No,
look at that. Lord Jesus.
you saw what that read, Krista.
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay.
There's some people who follows his peen action around on YouTube. There are dedicated
I
private
see.
investigators. It is very
I
odd.
see. I see. I think I'm gonna have to pick somebody if I do ever start talking to a YouTube. I'm gonna have to pick somebody that their people don't care nothing about them. Because me trying to get to know Lemon, they was all over me like "Crow, meow." Me getting no, nah, they don't play. So I think I'm picking the wrong people to the men.
Definitely the men.
What? Okay.
It's very odd.
Okay. I think they got real fans and they got people that's really dedicated to them and they not going and when they hear Krista come, oh, because one lady, I keep forgetting her name, but I didn't heard it a couple of times, different places. They be like, I wish that, what do they call me? Barilla or something would stay away from Buddy. I wish,
Barracuda.
yeah. I don't know who this person is, but I didn't heard a couple of times the content creators them repeat it. I don't know who this person is that be saying that. I'm like, Jesus, why I gotta
Yeah.
be all that? Who are you? Jesus. You know what one of them things is? But I had a good time, but enjoy. I did not know. I'm glad you mentioned that to me, Brenda. I'm gonna look into that
Mm-hmm.
because they can come and get these. I can just get them the whole bag. Now, do you have to get them laundry detergent or do they?
Oh, that's the beauty of it because that's the expensive part. Mm-hmm.
They
Nope.
they use their own stuff?
Yep, sure do.
Whoa. Child, no more lugging them things around. Oh,
Hmm.
Jesus.
I'm not
'Cause,
doing it.
girl, you should see me. I got one of them, the big, huge laundry bags. And I be having one that I be having stuffed in one of my big green, the big utility bag. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I got 6 comforters and I just change them out throughout the, winter. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's for both
Yep.
beds. Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming up. I
Thank you,
enjoyed you,
Krista.
girl.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, darling. I'm gonna drop
You
down.
too. So you not going live no time this weekend, or you?
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I've been in my
Okay.
zone lately, but I do have to do my member and mod cash app give back for the month. So I'll be live either Sunday or Monday, getting their money on. Hun.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I got to
Mhm.
go check and see did my check drop because I didn't get it yesterday, but I heard a couple other YouTubers say they didn't get theirs either.
Oh
So
no.
I
Okay, yeah,
ain't
check
feel
on
too
that.
bad. Yeah, cause I appreciate my
I
funds,
know that's
honey,
right.
for
Give me
this
all
work
of
I
it.
be putting in.
You're right. All right, later, Krista.
Later, boo.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with your girl. And I really, really enjoy myself. I told y'all these videos, they start one way, they end another way, the middle be one way. But that's what we do over here. And again, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to just be me. And I will see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to pour into them that pour into you. Pray for them. Pray for everybody. So everybody is prayed for. Welcome everybody to the Potluck Lounge. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And I'll see y'all out here in these YouTube streets. Okay. Okay. Bye, y'all.